Hey, live on air. Here we go. Alive. There we go. Chat. Finally, after much fiddling about, Google Hangouts, blah blah blah, doing a live chill. That's what I wanted to do. Just sit down, do a live chill out. That's all I wanted to do, and now I'm doing it, which is cool. So, cup of tea. Oh, finally I can relax because, yeah. What do I want to talk about? I want to talk about the game I had yesterday. I had a brilliant game of Warhammer 40k yesterday, and it was only a 750 point game. Now you might think, why is that so cool? Because it made me really, really think about what to put in my army. Now I was playing Tyranids, and I was playing against Blood Angels, and 750 points, man, really forced me to think what more about what to put in my army. And I kind of enjoyed that. Tyranids not being one of the top kind of armies in Warhammer at the moment. I found personally that the smaller the point of the game, the more powerful they seemed. I mean, I'm not a very experienced Warhammer 40k player by any stretch of the imagination. I know that. I know this. But yeah, I was kind of enjoying it. I'll say yes, I was. I was in this. Blah, blah, blah. What does? Right, I see. It's just me. I see. It's me. My profile. Oh, we don't want to go on that. We don't want to go on that. No. Come out of that. Come out of that. That's better. Sorry about that. I don't know what you saw there, but so here we are. Google on air, live on air with 0 viewers. That's cool. Hello, everybody. This is why. This is why I've never really been that bothered about doing it before now, but loads of people saying, "Oh, you should do this, like live thing." And I know this is kind of just a test, really, but I've got to invite people in and all that kind of good stuff, and I will. I just want to see if I can record live and off the cuff, and just get it on YouTube. And that's pretty much it. So this is the live chill out. And when I'm finished my tea, I'm going to stop it. I was just wanting to see what it came out like, really, and if I've got the settings right, how it sounds, how it looks. I mean, it looks fine to me on my screen here. It looks fine on the kind of bitrate thing I've set it at, and I'm not sure how that looks to everybody else. Hey, you got one viewer. Cool. That's probably a family member, but that's fine. You know, grab yourself a drink, have a cup of tea, chill out with me. Oh, I'm just gonna move my desk back a bit. Way. Heavier than I thought. So yeah, anyway, going back to this game. Forcing, well, having to choose 750 points of Tyranids. That was a good challenge, and I really enjoyed that. I really did enjoy that, forcing me to think outside the box and thinking, well, I mean, I've got to have my synapse, obviously, and so I took a brood of warriors because I mean, for me personally, I wouldn't never field a force without them. Gotta have them because they're good synapse. You can take 3 of them, so which is kind of cool, and they're pretty survivable. That's fine. For my other one, I took an ordinary Hive Tyrant. It was cool. I figured, well, 750 points. I don't have a flying Hive Tyrant anyway with the twin Devourers, which everybody goes on about, which I must get. Definitely wouldn't lose as many games then, but yeah, the Blood Angels. I mean, they were fine. They took out my cannon fodder and my termagants and my hormagaunts, which they did their job. That's fine. They did their job. But yeah, 750 points. The reason it was 750 points to begin with was because my opponent was using my Blood Angels army, and I only had about 750 points thereabouts painted up. So that's why that came about. It kind of wasn't really planned. It was just let's play a game. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's play on one of my smaller tables, and I thought, right, 750 points worth of Tyranids coming up. Really had to think about that one, and it's hard thinking, what shall I take and what shall I not take? Because you want to take everything. Everybody does, don't they? And yeah, there you go. Ooh. Anyways, that was my game yesterday. So yeah, yes, I won. Makes a change. But like I say, I do think that having a smaller point army made the Tyranids more powerful. It seems, unless I was just lucky with my with the army I chose. I could have been, but I only had tactical squad. You had the Terminator squad. You have the fist on, and he just took out all my Ripper swarms in one go. Like they were all on him. He just battered them off like they were nothing. So they barely distracted him. Just like for one turn, big deal. But they're real cannon fodder, aren't they? Ripper swarms. So yeah, a bit. Went to the bank today. Deposited some of my change and saving 50p pieces. Just to go to Florida next year. Obviously not just with 50p pieces, but it's a fund that it's going towards that. So I got a few £100 in it now, so that's gonna might get our shopping and stuff more over there. So we're gonna hire a villa and spend a couple of weeks in Florida next year. So that's gonna be good. So I'm gonna have to learn how to pre-schedule videos before then. So that'll be good. Ooh, there we are. Yeah. So I've not invited anybody to this because I was literally just testing it out, just literally to see if I could do it, see what all the fuss was about. And I had three missed starts with it. Well, I sat down. I wanted to do a live stream recording now, which is what I'm doing now. But the first time I did it, it was set for 7 p.m. this evening. I thought, no, I don't want that. And then I had all these messages saying, "Yeah, I'll be watching that." I thought, oh no, that's not what I wanted. So I went in and cancelled that event. This was through Google Plus, and yeah, I'm not. I went in this way. I just went in through YouTube, set up the live event through YouTube now because that's what I did. And I've got to sort out my some of my Tyranids from yesterday. Actually, they're in the in a box. I've got to go and sort them out. I might try and whittle it down even more. I might suggest a 500-point game next time. See if I can bring one of his armies instead, or use the Blood Angels. That's fine. Just see, it's becoming more like a game of War Machine. Then you see, What was the biggest creature I had? I think the Hive Tyrant was the biggest creature I had on the table yesterday. Oh, that, and I used Old One Eye as Old One Eye. Sometimes I use him as a normal card effect, but yesterday I was fielding him as Old One Eye. Didn't do an awful lot. Neither did the Hive Tyrant really come to that. He just provided the 12-inch synapse range. Although he got off, what's that, Psychic Power? The one which increases the range from 12 inches to 18. That one. I can't remember now. I'm going to have to look it up after this. But yeah. And my viewer's gone, so I must have bored the shit out of him. I don't know. Back again. So another viewer, yay. Yeah. So if you just tuned in, it's not a very exciting video. It's really not. It's just me really testing out a live chill out for my channel, and if this works, then I'll do better ones. I'll schedule proper ones, and we'll talk about proper topics, and we'll do question and answer sessions, and hopefully stuff like that. So, but yeah, I think my subscribers are really cool because they seem really loyal. More so than, well, apart from my immediate family, the rest of my family, they're buggers. They say, oh yeah, I'll watch your videos. Yeah, I'll get around to it. Yeah, I will. I mean, cheers guys. Heap the support on me there. Come on. What was that? I mean, one of them, it's thanks to one of them, I thought I got the idea of doing the chill with Pete's to the cup of coffee. It's like, oh yeah, I could. That would force me to stop during my working day, and I could sit down and have a cup of coffee, and I could chill with you. I thought, yeah, that's cool. Maybe that can take off. I don't know. Still plowing my way through this one, false gods. But as you can see, I'm nearly there. It's a good book. I'm enjoying it. This whole Horus Heresy thing. I think this is going to be the book where Horus is going to go over to Chaos, which seems to be what it's really building up to now. Because he's fallen. He's like really ill at the moment, and they're all doing this weird spell stuff to kind of bring him back, and it looks like he's going to go over to the side of Chaos, just whispering bad things about the Emperor and all that kind of stuff. So yep. So what's going on? What is going on? I've recorded that. Right. Okay. So yes, what's next on the wargaming agenda? Well, what I must do is finish painting up the hordes I've got. So I've only got two. Well, I say two figures. I've got 2 units comprising 6 figures. Yep, comprising 6 figures. I've got it's just a big war beast with 3 heads, and I forget what the damn name is. I forget his name. Anyway, big war beast for hordes, and the spawning vessel, like a cauldron with 4 crazy dudes with cloaks and pike things, and a kind of shredder or some such creature coming out of the pot. So I've got to finish painting up those. I've got to do that, and then I've got to tally up the points. Obviously the warlocks in hordes, isn't it? Yeah, obviously the warlocks don't cost you any points. They give you points, which is cool. And then I've got to email that to my friend and Ralph, and we're going to set up a game of Warmer Hordes, because last time I played War Machine with him using his War Machine faction, and he's got a couple of War Machine factions, so I'm going to go over there and play his War Machine faction with my Hordes faction. Warmer Hordes. So that's what we're going to do, and that's going to be really cool. So yeah. So yep, I'll do that. That's next. Then I've got to Well, I've done 2 figures of my Circle Ouroboros faction. Now I've got to do that. Start that actually, because I've got a load of stuff from Salute this year, which is cool. And yeah, gonna do that. Just pop this to one side, and I'm gonna move my legs. Ugh. So what's going on, guys? What's going on? What are you using this video for? I use these types of videos when I'm watching them to paint to, because it's just some idiot rambling on in the background as I paint away. And I'll just listen to their voice, and I just think, oh yeah, that's good. I agree with you, or I disagree with you, whatever the subject may be. A lot of the time, I've been doing some on board games. I've been watching some board games ones. The Dice Tower, is it? Some of them I agree with, some of them I disagree with them, and 90% of them I've never heard of. So yeah, I'm not really. I used to be into board games when I was younger, and I like board games now. Don't get me wrong. And I was watching their top 10 co-op board games, and I'd only heard of one. That was Lord of the Rings, and actually that's one I got up in my loft right now, as I speak. Lord of the Rings. So yeah. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. Get that faction painted up. So I'll have 2 Hordes factions then. I've got my secret weapon table battle tile thingy with jiggies to finish painting. There's not a lot of work needs doing on them. It's like an old junkyard type thing, and I'm going to be doing that. That will give me the perfect table for small War Machine skirmishes. I may get another set add to that. I don't know. See if my wife's if one of the viewers watching is my wife now, she'll probably put a figure in saying, "Oh no, you won't." Well, says who? Says who? I don't know. There's sound coming out all right. I've got this little bar here with like it goes up and down as I talk, but so I'm presuming my sound is okay. Hopefully it is. That would be cool if it was. I'm sure there's a way of checking it here, but I don't know, because this is my first time doing this really. And if this is going out live and it is recording, then it's definitely my first time doing that. I may head into the other room actually. I've got to go and do some painting today, get some painting done, at least try to, and that would be cool. I'm trying to expand my viewing tastes. So when I started off, I was watching primarily just Warhammer battle reports, and then I found, I don't know what order I found it in. I think Ronin was the second one I discovered. I would say probably Ronin is my, well, yeah, I would say Ronin is my second love after Warhammer. Zombicide, that's an odd one, because that's neither a tabletop board game or a board game in my opinion. Well, it's classed as a board game, but it's a board game with one shitload of miniatures in it, and I don't know, I think it's a hybrid. I think Zombicide is a thing on its own, and I love Zombicide. I really love Zombicide. Having the 2 boxes painted up now, having the season 1 I got painted up, that took me ages. Well, it seemed to. And I suppose in the grand scheme of things, it didn't take me that long, but when you're painting zombie after zombie after zombie, oh, it's just like. And then I did the Toxic City Mall set, painted that up. I've got the Prison Outbreak set on the shelf, just begging me to start painting it. But I've only played a few games using the Toxic rules. And zombie. Oh, well, not the zombie dogs, and the dog companions. I keep saying zombie dogs. I haven't got zombie dogs. I've got normal dogs. looking at the zombie dog rules, I don't know if I want to have zombie dogs because they're just too fast. I might get some of the murderous crows though, because they look fun. So I kind of think they would scavenge dead bodies and decaying flesh. I think that would look kind of cool. So I might invest in those. But yeah, get the prison outbreak one painted up. Then, by the time I've finished painting that up, I will probably have played enough toxic games to get my head around that. So that'll be cool. So yeah, there we are. Sorry, I'm just looking at different settings. What does that do? Oh, I don't want to do that. Yeah, this is weird. This live broadcasting malarkey. I hope the quality's coming through okay. The picture quality, and that. I know it's not very exciting to look at me do this, but in time I can get better things to look at, and do it better that way. I might even connect my other camera up. Although these live streams are not really, dedicated to kind of showcasing stuff or doing tutorials. They're basically just to hang out with people and chat. I mean, I've got the chat thing open there. Anybody that wants to say anything is fine. I wondered how you get people join in the broadcast. If you can do that, that would be kind of cool. I'll have to set something up like that as well. Get one set up with my friend because he knows Google Plus better than I do. So that would be kind of cool. We could do that. We could do that with a few people. I've always shied away from doing these because I never really thought I had enough subscribers or bigger following to warrant doing it. So why would I do that when there's loads of other people out there doing it? It's yeah, boring to watch me do this or not do anything. Boring to watch, but it kind of kills the monotony of painting, I suppose. And I must get myself into gear with that. I really must. Yep. Live chill out. Well, if it's a success, we'll give it a thumbs up. That's kind of cool. That would be good. Did I run into any rules? Moments of interest yesterday. Try to think. Nope. It was all straightforward yesterday. I like games like that. I think probably because we didn't have any upgrades. We just wanted to get as many miniatures on the table as we could within our 750 point limit. So yeah, there is that. Don't have these rambles. I don't have to veer off to different directions and then come back again, do I? So that's something I've noticed. So I keep looking. Because I can't see the time next. I've got this on full screen. Actually, all I've got to do is move the cursor up and it'll tell me. Yes, 1444. 1444. Yeah. So there we go. Well, thank you to whoever did watch this. I think I'm gonna probably wrap it up now and see what happens. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Otherwise, I'll just be sat going. I'll talk about zombicide. I'll be turning into a zombie, won't I? And you'll be turning into a zombie as well. Listening to me ramble on about garbage. Mini Warzone. The building looks like it could be either brick or wood now. Oh, it keeps changing. Changes like the weather. Speaking of the weather, night's drawing in now. Changing the clock soon. Winter's on its way. Winter's coming. That's what I say in Game of Thrones, isn't it? Winter's coming. Yep. So I think if this works, I can do this again. I'll set this up again, possibly with someone else to give a bit of interaction. Then I can do it whilst I maybe get some painting done whilst I'm doing it. So when someone else is talking, I can be sort of looking down, doing my painting. Then when I finish washing my brush out, then I can chip in. That's how it seems to work good. And I don't mind that. Sort of group paint, I suppose. Paint-a-thon. Paint along with beat. Ramble on with beat. I don't know. Whatever, dude. So there you go. Oh, I bought myself I went into a charity shop today. Bought myself another Texas Hold'em set. Not that I'm into the card game, but all the counters and the chips. Wow, they make great bases. They make fantastic bases. The chips, because they got like the card symbols around some of them, they make good bases for Harlequins. I thought. If not, they can do as objective markers, all sorts of good stuff. I've got the green felt in there to put on the tabletop. Yeah, it's all good. Dice as well. So I'm going to go and have a look at that now. I'm going to go and see if this is actually working or whether I've just wasted the last however long it's been. Incidentally, I can't see a time thing of how long this has been going. No. What's that? Nope. Don't want to do that. What's that? Definitely don't want to do that. Control room. See, what does that do? No, I don't want to do that. See, it's boring. It's just me going, yep, no, don't want to do that. Yep, no. Well, if there's nothing if there's anything anybody wants me to talk about, let me know now. Otherwise, I'm gonna probably call it here and click this button which says stop broadcast. You can probably hear one of my neighbours, shouty woman, that's what I call her. I very much doubt she watches YouTube. Okay, guys. So if there's nothing else, all right then, I'm gonna go and see how this turns out. If it turns out okay, I'll see you on another video in the future like this, perhaps. I'll still be doing my conventional videos as well. If this doesn't work and it hasn't recorded and nobody's actually seen it or whatever, then this is irrelevant. Until then, guys, I'll see you on the next video, broadcast, whatever I happen to be doing. I will see you again. Remember, all brushes lead to war.